Good morning, students. In the last video, we have studied about the physical properties of metals, and today we will discuss about the physical properties of non-metals. Okay, so first property of non-metals is the physical state. Non-metals may be solid, may be liquid, or the gases at room temperature. Fine. Metals में क्या था? Mostly metals are solid at room temperature except one metal, that is mercury. But non-metals may occur as solid state or the liquid state or the gaseous state at room temperature. Like we can take many examples. Sulfur and phosphorus, they are solid at room temperature. Bromine is liquid at room temperature, whereas hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, they are the gases. Fine. Second property is the color. Non-metals exist in many colors. Fine. और metals में क्या था? Mostly the metals are silvery grey in color except copper and gold, but non-metals may have the different colors. For example, sulfur is having yellow color, phosphorus is having white or the red color, and chlorine is having greenish yellow color, bromine is reddish brown in color, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, they don't have any color. Fine. Third one is the appearance. Non-metals are dull in appearance, but there is an exception, graphite and iodine. Both of these are non-metals, but still they have a metallic luster. Luster means shiny properties. Fine. फिर से ये आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो मेटल से. Metals are having shiny appearance, they are lustrous, but non-metals are dull in appearance except graphite and iodine. Okay. Next property is malleability and the ductility. Metals में आपने पढ़ा that metals are malleable as well as ductile. Means malleability means when you beat the metal, then we can make the sheets, and ductility means the metals can be drawn into wires. Okay, so formation of wire from the metal is ductility and sheets from the metal is malleability. But non-metals are neither ductile nor malleable. मतलब ना ही तो नॉन मेटल्स को ड्रॉ किया जा सकता है वायर्स में, ना ही उन्हें आप बीट कर सकते हो शीट्स के अंदर. ओके. एंड नॉन मेटल्स आर ब्रिटल. ब्रिटल मीन्स दैट दे कैन ईजिली ब्रेक इनटू द पीसेस when we press the non-metals with any hard thing, or you can say when we hammer the non-metals, they will be broken down into the pieces. Fine. Let's see one activity given in your book. See, this activity will prove that metals are malleable in nature, but non-metals are non-malleable in nature. Here we will take two metals, that is aluminium wire and the iron nail, and two non-metals, that is the pencil lead and the coal pieces. Fine. So what we have to do? We will take iron nail and will beat it carefully with the hammer. See, this is the hammer and these are the iron nail. Fine. And then we repeat the process with the aluminium wire. Then we will repeat the process with coal piece and then with the pencil lead. And what observation we will record? In case of aluminium wire, see, it will not broken down into the pieces, but it will get flat. Means the aluminium wire can be formed from the aluminium metal. Fine. Then coal pieces, it will not get flat, but it will broken down into the pieces by hammering. Then iron nail, again they will get flat, but they will not broken down into the pieces, that means they are malleable. Pencil lead, when we hammer pencil lead, fine, then what happens? Lead of the pencil will get broken down into many pieces but will not get flattened. This activity proves that the metals are malleable while these non-metals are non-malleable and they are brittle in nature. Brittle means they will be broken down into pieces when hammered. Okay. नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज द कंडक्टिविटी. मेटल्स में आपने पढ़ा था दैट मेटल्स आर द वेरी गुड कंडक्टर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड द हीट, बट नॉन मेटल्स दे डू नॉट कंडक्ट हीट एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बट दे आर द इंसुलेटर्स, मीन्स दे डू नॉट अलाउ the heat and electricity to pass through them. But there is an exception, that is the graphite, which is the form of carbon. Graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Fine. Next is the density. Metals में आपने पढ़ा that usually metals have high density, but non-metals usually have low density. Fine. Or they are brittle. Brittle means broken down into the pieces when hammered. Fine. But there is an exception, diamond, which is the form of carbon. Fine. Diamond is the hardest natural substance known. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है आपसे, नेम द हार्डेस्ट नेचुरल सब्सटेंस. आंसर इज द डायमंड, एंड डायमंड इज द फॉर्म ऑफ carbon. Graphite as well as diamond, both are the forms of carbon. Graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity, and diamond is having very high density. Fine. Next property is the strength. Metals में हमने पढ़ा था they can bear a lot of stress. Fine. But non-metals cannot bear stress because they have very low tensile strength and they can be easily broken. Fine. नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज द सोनोरिटी, मीन्स मेटल्स प्रोड्यूस, मेटल्स के केस में आपने पढ़ा था दैट दे प्रोड्यूस साउंड, बट यहाँ पे हम पढ़ेंगे दैट नॉन मेटल्स डू नॉट प्रोड्यूस साउंड व्हेन हिट विद एन ऑब्जेक्ट. फाइन. सो दे आर नॉन सोनोरस. सो दिस वॉज अबाउट द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ नॉन मेटल. अभी आप बहुत ईजिली राइट डाउन कर सकते हो दैट explain or write down the difference between the physical properties of metal and non-metal. First difference is that mostly metals are solid at room temperature, but non-metals may be solid, liquid or gases. Fine. Then second point you can write, mostly metals are silvery grey in color, but non-metals exist in many different colors. Third difference is that metals are shiny in appearance but non-metals are dull in appearance. Next point is metals are malleable as well as ductile, but non-metals are neither ductile nor malleable. Fine. Next आप लिख सकते हो metals are good conductors of heat and electricity and non-metals are the insulators or they do not conduct heat and electricity except graphite. फिर आप लिख सकते हो मेटल्स आर हैविंग वेरी हाई डेंसिटी बट नॉन मेटल्स यूजुअली हैव low density except the diamond. Then you can write metals have high tensile strength but non-metals have low tensile strength. Fine. Last point you can write metals produce sound when hit with an object but non-metals do not produce sound when hit by an object. Okay. So this was about the physical properties of metals and non-metals as well as the difference in the physical properties of both of these. Fine.